All right, this is the final two problems on this Chapter 9 test review sheet. And these are angles of elevation, angles of depression problems. So let's take a look at number 17. Kurt spots a bird sitting at the top of a 40-foot tall telephone pole. All right, so you guys can do a little sketch. So here's my telephone pole, 40 feet with the bird sitting on top. The angle of elevation from the ground where he is standing to the bird is 59 degrees. So an angle of elevation starts with a horizontal line. So in this case, the horizontal line is going to be the ground. An angle of elevation means that you are looking upward from a horizontal line. Okay, so he's on the ground. The bird is up here. So he's on the ground looking up at the bird. That's what an angle of elevation is. So this little sketch is going to be my right triangle, and that angle of elevation that's created is 59 degrees. And you'll always, in these problems, you're going to be sketching a right triangle. You want to know if Kurt is here and the bird is up here, he's looking upward, how far is he from the base of the pole? So shouldn't use X again. So I'll just use, I'll just say A represents the distance from the base of the pole to Kurt. All right. So let's see what trig function we're going to use. So for the 59-degree angle, we're given the opposite, and we're trying to find the adjacent, and so that is tangent. So the opposite side divided by the adjacent side, which I'm just calling A. And now to solve, I'm going to multiply by A and then divide by tan 59. So the result of that is just A and tan 59 are going to switch places. And now we just go to our calculator and you do 40 divided by tan 59. And we got 24. It doesn't say what to round to, so I'm just going to go, I'm going to do hundredths, 24.03 feet. And that's your answer for number 17. And then number 18 is going to be an angle of depression problem. So an angle of depression is starting off at a horizontal looking down. Okay, so we have this shark swimming 28 feet below sea level. The angle of depression from a boat on the water to the shark is 19 degrees. So the horizontal line, we could say, is the water. Okay, so here's the water. And from water level, we're looking downward at 19 degrees. And that's going to result in our right triangle. Now, the actual angle of depression isn't in the right triangle that we are working with. But it is true that with these two lines being parallel, the bottom of the triangle and then this dotted line representing the water, these two angles are called alternate interior angles, and so they are congruent. So the bottom right angle of the right triangle that actually is the one that represents the problem is also 19 degrees, just like the angle of depression. Okay, so a shark is 28 feet below sea level. We've got the angle of depression, and we want the horizontal distance between the boat and the shark. So in other words, we're trying to find this bottom leg of the right triangle. So it's similar to our previous problem. We're going to do tangent again. Tangent for 19 degrees is opposite over adjacent. So tan 19 is the opposite side divided by the adjacent. And these two are going to switch places. And now you go to your calculator and do 28 divided by, and then tan 19. And that's 81.32 feet. All right, I think we have finished off the review sheet. If you put these two videos together, this little short one, and then you've got problems 1 through 16 all on the previous video. So I hope this helps as you prepare for your test. If you have any other questions, just let me know.